Story 1. Am I the asshole for purchasing my guy friend his dream birthday present and outshining his girlfriend in the process? My guy friend Tom has been one of my best friends since college. We're in our mid-20s now and are both currently in committed relationships with long-term partners. I have never had feelings for Tom, nor has he ever had feelings for me. Since college, Tom has been a huge watch fanatic. 2 months ago, he was showing me this stunning vintage watch and made an offhanded comment about how he would die of joy if he somehow got his hands on one. Very coincidentally, I was in NYC a few weeks ago and stumbled upon this watch store that just so happened to have the exact one Tom wanted. It was expensive, I won't lie, at about $2,500, but I decided to get it for his 25th birthday. To me, it was basically fate LOL. My boyfriend and I do very well financially, so this was something that I could personally afford and wanted to buy for Tom, especially knowing how happy it'd make him. Tom has a tradition of hosting a dinner party at his place for his birthday, and then following that up with cake and gift opening. I told him before the dinner that my gift was a huge surprise and asked if he could save it for last, and he agreed. His girlfriend ends up going first, and she gets him this gorgeous sweater that she crocheted for him and a book that he's been wanting, which I thought was super thoughtful and lovely. Last, it was my gift. When he opened it and saw what it was, he literally screamed, hopped over a bunch of people, and squeezed me in this huge bear hug. I was so happy to see him happy. It genuinely filled me with so much joy. He even got emotional, and I saw him swipe a few tears. He also said that it was the best gift he'd ever received. The whole time his girlfriend was only slightly smiling and stayed quiet. The next morning, I get a text from his girlfriend that essentially said that although she appreciated my thoughtful gift, she thought that it was a bit out of touch and lacking awareness. She admitted that Tom had also told her about the watch, and she wanted to get it for him, but it was way out of her budget. She accused me of knowing this. I had no idea, and still getting it to rub it in her face and to outshine her. She finished by saying how she felt like I had overstepped a boundary by getting the gift and would appreciate me not doing anything similar to it again. In the future, I responded and told her that while I could see her POV, I was just trying to do a nice thing for a close friend of mine. I asked her, wouldn't you rather he gotten the gift and seen the happiness that it brought him than him not getting it at all? She responded that that happiness was only shared between me and Tom and no one else, and that she felt hurt by my actions. Only my boyfriend knows about this, and he's on my side. But thinking through it all again, I do see how I could have overstepped. But my boyfriend says that it's not my job to apologize for her insecurities. So, am I the asshole here? Story 2. Am I the asshole for not buying my boyfriend another birthday gift after he rejected the original present? I'm 25 female, and I have been with my boyfriend for over 3 years. His birthday was last week. Him and I are not into the same music, so we don't go to many shows together, but when we have gone together, it has been very fun. My boyfriend loves bands. I don't really know how else to put it. He listens to a lot of rock music from these bands I've never heard of. Imagine Dragons are coming to our city this summer. I know who they are, and I know they're a band, so I figured this would be an awesome present for my boyfriend. I got us the tickets and was very excited. My excitement was short-lived. It turned into sadness very soon. Here's a summary of how the gift exchange went down. I bought him some other smaller things, but put the ticket confirmation in an envelope with the card I made for him. He opens the envelope and I'm met with what I explained to him that they're coming to town and I thought it would be a lot of fun to go together and that I want to get more into the music he likes. Then he responds, "This is not the music I like. Just because a band has instruments doesn't mean it's what I like." I am getting very sad at this point. I asked him if he really wouldn't have fun. He says, honestly, you should just try to get your money back. I don't want to go to this. I say, okay, as I am literally holding back tears. He then says that I could try to resell the tickets. He goes on his phone and Googles concerts in the area around that date and says, we could go to one of these shows. Instead, I snapped at him. I said, I really tried to do something I thought he'd like, and that it's extremely hurtful the way he responded. He says we have been dating for 3 years. How did you not know that? I don't like that music. I wouldn't get you tickets to the Travis Scott concert for your birthday because I am well aware you hate rap. You should have known I wouldn't like this. At that point, I actually started crying. I just said, I wanted to do something together, and he didn't have to be so mean. He tried to walk back everything he said, and he was like, we can go. I'm sure it would be fun. I told him, fuck no, I know how he really feels. He is now upset saying that it's basically like I got him nothing for his birthday. Since I won't resell the tickets to get different tickets, and that I won't suck it up and go with him, after he made it very clear how he feels. Am I the asshole? Edit. Update. I spoke to my boyfriend and apologized. After reading these responses, I've learned that I was acting selfish. My gift showed him that I know nothing about his taste in music, and more than likely that's why he got upset. I'm going to sell the tickets. And he apologized for hurting my feelings. He said that we can find another show, and he will split the price of the tickets with me, which I can probably make another Am I the Asshole about? If I would be the asshole to accept that offer or insist that I pay for both tickets. Story 3. Am I the asshole for wanting to keep an expensive birthday gift that makes my boyfriend uncomfortable? I, female, just turned 25. Have a friend, Logan, male 25, and we've been friends since we were 7 or 8. I have a boyfriend, Matt, who I've been dating for 7 months. My birthday was last week, and I had a dinner party for some friends before we all went out to a club. There was 8 of including Logan and Matt. We had a little bit of a gift opening before dessert, and Logan gifted me an old copy of The Great Gatsby. The book has a special significance to us because for many years, Logan and I lived in different countries. We kept in contact, but we didn't see each other in person for about 4 years. We finally got our parents to agree for me to fly to his country to visit in 2013. We were talking about what we were going to do on the visit, and I really wanted to go and see The Great Gatsby movie, which had just come out, as it is my favorite book. Logan had never even heard of it, and I said he had to read it before we went to see the movie. Logan was never academic, and to this day, it is the only fiction book he's ever read all the way through, not counting children's books. Whenever I ask him to do me a favor, he always replies with, I read The Great Gatsby for you, so I may as well. And it's a running joke. We always go big on birthdays, but this book means so much to me. The day after Matt said he felt the book was an inappropriate gift because of how expensive it is, I tried to explain to him that it's just a sentimental gift and that the cost isn't the point. But Matt said he feels weird that another man gifted me something that costs more than his car. This argument went on for a long time, and Matt said that he thinks I should return the book. And if it means so much to both of us, then Logan can keep it. I told him to grow up. We've been having this fight on and off for a week. Matt's saying that it's reasonable for him to be uncomfortable, but I think he's being a jealous child. It's not like Logan gave me a giant diamond necklace just to show off. He gave me something heartfelt that means the world to me. And I think that should be more important than the fact that Matt thinks it's outside what he deems an acceptable budget. My mother's saying to give Matt the benefit of the doubt, and maybe ask Logan to keep the book for now. And if one day Matt is more secure, I can take it back. My dad is saying Matt's an idiot. My girlfriends are split. This argument is just dragging on, and I'm leaving for my birthday trip tomorrow, and I just need some perspective on whether I'm being unreasonable, wanting to keep the book. Edit. For everyone asking about the book, it is a 1925 edition, well known to be fairly rare. The prices vary, but it's Googleable if you really want to know. There are a range of prices, and it's somewhere in the middle. I'm not going to say the exact amount. For everyone asking why I'm not dating Logan or why I never did, I explained this in detail in several comments, but this is the most comprehensive and reflective one, I think. There was a YouTube segment of Olivia Colman and Emilia Clarke having tea together, and Olivia said what's your favorite item in your wardrobe or something similar? And she said a beautiful Chanel cardigan that I really love but have never worn because it just doesn't suit me, and it just reminded me of that. It's not that I don't absolutely adore Logan, I do. I can unreservedly say he's my favorite person in the whole world. But if you ask me why I'm not in a relationship with him, I don't have a concrete answer because there's nothing about him I don't like, but it just never happened. And I think he would say the same thing. When I think of the way he was with his ex and the ones I've had, including Matt, I don't see us being that way, those people for each other. Story 4. Girlfriend 33. Female. Stop speaking to me 33 male because the birthday gift I got her isn't good enough. My girlfriend and I have been dating on and off, mostly on for 4 years. She has 2 amazing kids from a previous marriage that had just ended at the start of our relationship. A lot of things in our relationship are great. We have fun together for just the 2 of us. We have fun hanging out with her kids. We both have good jobs that allow us to live comfortably. However, we have very different financial expectations that she isn't really open to talking about, and I haven't figured out how to discuss over the last 4 years. Anytime money is discussed, she just sort of shuts down and ends up not speaking to me for a couple days. When buying a house, I lived with my parents and saved money for a year and a half. In order to put together a down payment on my house, my family wasn't in a position to help me out financially beyond letting me stay with them rent-free, which to me was like a $1,000 per month gift that I was ecstatic for. I moved the little bit of furniture I had myself, and it took me a couple weeks to get moved in. Ever since I purchased the house, my family has always been willing to support me with advice or assistance in projects. But financially, I'm on my own. The gift my parents got me were salt and pepper shakers, which I still have and am thankful for, but they are a humble gift. My GF had quite a different experience. We'd been discussing me selling my house this fall or next spring to buy a house together. But in April, she decided she wanted a house instead of an apartment and couldn't wait anymore. Her mother generously loaned her 80% of the down payment she needed, so she found a house and closed in June. Her whole family came to help move her stuff. I'd say 15 people total. Each family couple came with a gift of at least $200 to $300. So there are new TVs, new furniture, new grill, and people working around the house for an entire weekend in the hot sun. After 2 days, it's almost like she had been living in the house for a year. It was incredible and heartwarming to see a family really going all out. For a family member, everyone in the family is super supportive and considerate. To be honest, it makes me a little jealous that my family isn't in the same position, but it's not something you can get upset over. Her birthday is about a week after she moved in. I'm a saver. So from when she decided to buy this house, I was able to save $850 so I could contribute things to her house. But this would also sort of be a combined birthday gift, as that was really all I could come up with. She asked me for a $300 pair of Yeezys or a $500 iWatch, but I found it really hard to spend money on what I consider luxury items when there are so many things that still need to be done around this house that I don't think she has accounted for. Yet, pretty sure the AC is going, and the dryer stops every 20 minutes. She told me previously she wants gifts that she can brag to her friends about how great of a boyfriend I am for getting them for her. I am confident her family will each bring another round of expensive gifts, each one probably more than what I spent for her birthday gift. 10 trips to Home Depot later, the money has mostly been spent on things she doesn't really like but were needed for the house. Paint, downspouts, TV mounts, cleaning supplies, food for family helping us, etc. I spent the last $100 on new bedding, and I can already tell she's disappointed today's her birthday, and she's barely speaking to me. Everything is a one-word answer when I try to talk to her. If I go in a room, she walks out and closes the door behind her. It's very uncomfortable and just makes me want to go back to my house where I can come up from the basement without feeling like a disappointment. To me, it all boils down to budgeting and prioritization of necessities over fun or luxury items. No matter how I try to talk about it, she just shuts down the discussion because she just doesn't like talking about money too long. Didn't read. I've spent close to $1,000 on my girlfriend in the past 2 weeks, but I spent it on the wrong stuff. How do I talk to my girlfriend about these financial issues? Should I be prioritizing special gifts just for her instead of how I bought things that I thought she needed?